Hi Marie, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How's school going?
Same old.
Yeah.
It's getting kind of hard to focus with everyone looking at my stomach, but
That's alright.
that's okay.
Just wear jackets for now.
Yeah.
You said you're in art right now?
Yes.
How's that going? What are y'all doing in there?
We're doing watercolors, so
What are you painting?
just these like different colors. I don't know. It's pretty boring.
Yeah. Aw. It sounds like it'd be fun.
Yeah, it's okay, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, alright. Well, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Before we get too into anything, I just wanted to talk about confidentiality again and let you know the limits of it. And that's going to be if you are to harm yourself or others, I'm obligated to tell, as well as child abuse or neglect, then I'm obligated to tell the proper authorities.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And is it okay if I take notes again?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And just to let you know, you can look at them anytime you want. They'll be right here, so feel free.
Okay.
Alright. So did you go to the doctor this week?
I did.
How did that go?
It was pretty good. I mean, he told me like what I needed to do and not eat, and I need to take these vitamins and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't seem very concerned. He said I was healthy, so it should be fine.
And did he say anything about the baby?
What do you mean?
Like, do you know how far along you are?
Oh, yeah, I am about 3 months along.
Okay. And did y'all discuss any options, like you and I discussed, like, further in detail?
Yeah, he was saying, like, he was pretty, I guess he wanted me to give the baby up because he didn't think that young people could be a very good parent, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought he was just kind of an old man who didn't know what he was talking about, so I'm not really going to listen to that. I'm just going to make my own decision.
Have you thought any further about what you told me last week? Because last week you kind of seemed like you were wanting to keep the baby, but then your boyfriend and you were like having disagreements about that. Have you thought more into that?
Well, he doesn't, I don't really care what he thinks. So, I think as far as right now, I still want to keep the baby, but I guess it just depends on when I do tell my parents that what they have to say, because they probably will have a strong opinion, and I usually do what they say, except for in this instance, I guess.
Yeah. So you are wanting to keep the baby, and you're kind of feeling like everybody's telling you to do the opposite, and it's not you trying to rebel against them. Is that something that you want to do for yourself?
Yeah, I do. I think I could be a good mom, so.
Sounds great. All right. Are you on any current medications right now?
No, I'm not.
No? Okay. And do you drink or do drugs?
Sometimes I drink with my boyfriend and just if we go to parties, but since I got pregnant, I haven't been because I know that was bad.
Great. That's great to hear. And how about your family? Is there any sort of like cancer or diabetes or high blood pressure, anything like that that's in your immediate family, like your parents?
I don't think so. I mean, I had a grandma who had breast cancer, but that's it.
But nobody in your immediate family?
No, everybody's healthy.
Okay. Sounds good. And I understand that you are the oldest of 3.
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel being the oldest sister?
Well, I mean, I'm always the one who has to kind of figure stuff out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So they always just do what I do. Hopefully they don't get pregnant like I did. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know, just being the older sisters, it's all right.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a lot of responsibilities?
Yeah, I mean, they're both pretty young, like still in elementary school, so, you know, I'm the one who mows the lawn and, like helps around the house and helps my mom with cooking and everything, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are helping, in a sense, raise your siblings?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I have my license, but I don't have a car, so sometimes my parents will have me take their car and like drive them around places and do errands and whatever. So I guess in that way I'm kind of raising them. I don't know.
Do you feel that that's kind of like your responsibility to raise them, or no?
No, I mean they just have me help sometimes,
Okay.
like in just little ways.
Sound like a great big sister.
Oh, thanks.
And last time we kind of touched on your relationship with your parents together.
Mm-hmm.
So today I kind of want to know, like, individually, like you and your mom and you and your dad. So you want to go ahead and get started on you and your mom's relationship?
Yeah, me and my mom, we argue a lot. I mean, she's very controlling, and she's very, like, wants me to do, like, succeed and do things, like, really well. And sometimes, like, when she gets things in her head that she thinks I should do, then it's, like, the end of the world, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess our relationship is just kind of, it's okay, but sometimes I just try to, like, stay away from her. And I always, like, go to my dad, because our relationship is a lot better. Like, I feel like I can talk to him about anything except for this, of course. But, you know, he's always the one who's, like, good advice, and he'll always be real honest. And he just wants, like, he wants me to succeed, but he doesn't, like, really care, I guess, how I do that. Like, he just wants me to do my own thing, you know. And
So you feel a lot closer to your dad in the sense of, like, being able to be open with him.
Mm-hmm.
And you are close to your mom, but it's kind of like she pushes you away because she is controlling.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes just, like, she's really negative, you know. Like,
okay. How so?
I feel like she always, like, if I tell her something, like, I'm really excited about it, it's like she wants to bring in, like, the what ifs, like, oh, well, if you do this, then this could happen and this could happen, instead of just, like, being excited for me sometimes, you know, or letting me do what I want to do. And so she just, I don't know, she's just kind of negative in that way, I guess.
I can definitely see how that would get very frustrating for you, because if you're, I mean, if you're being excited about something, I understand she's being that motherly figure, like, you know, this, and this can happen, but, you know, she's just being a mom, of course, but that's good that you have a good relationship with them.
Yeah.
And how are things going with your boyfriend? Are y'all currently together, and how?
Well, we went on a break for, like, a day or two, and then now we're back together, but I don't think he knows what he wants, so I'm just kind of seeing what happens, I guess, but we haven't really talked about it a lot, so we're just kind of not talking about it.
So it's just kind of something y'all are, like, avoiding, like, it's there. Do you plan to talk to him about it?
No. If he brings it up, I'll talk about it.
Okay.
But if he doesn't want to do it, he'll just go away eventually, I guess.
How does that feel for you? Like, because that just seems that's very an unsupportive character in your life, and
yeah,
you know.
Well, I guess I just have been realizing that it's, like, really not that important. Like, if he doesn't want to do it, then he doesn't have to. I mean, obviously it makes me sad. Like, I thought we had a strong relationship. I mean, obviously, like, I was willing to, you know, sleep with him, so obviously I was feeling strongly about him, but, I mean, so that hurts, I guess. But I guess I don't feel that bad about it.
Okay.
So maybe I didn't like him as much as I thought.
So are you kind of thinking that this, like, maybe it was a mistake because you felt so strongly for him, it seemed like the first time we met, you told me that, and now you're telling me that it just seems to me like you're telling me that it's just kind of nothing, because I feel like it may not be because you're not getting that support from him. Would you feel better if you had support from him?
Yeah, definitely. I guess it just kind of makes the relationship seem like it wasn't real the whole time, and so he wasn't willing to, you know, be with me or whatever. But I guess maybe I'm just not wanting to let him, like, I'm just trying not to think about it, so.
Yeah, okay. And have you given any more thought about talking to your parents about your situation?
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about it, and honestly, I think they probably already know, because all my friends know, and so I can't imagine that they haven't, like, heard from someone.
Okay.
But they haven't said anything, and I guess they haven't really been treating me differently, but I just can't imagine that they wouldn't know, but I want to tell them.
So you have confided in a few friends or many friends?
Yeah, well, like, a few of my close friends I, like, told, and then other people heard from my boyfriend when we were that's the reason why we went on a break, is because he told some people.
Okay.
And it kind of has spread all over the school now.
Yeah.
So.
I bet that was really hard for you to have people staring at you, or maybe even coming up to you and saying things. Were people doing that?
Yeah, people were, like, calling me a slut and just telling me that all these bad things, and so I don't know. I mean, that's really hard, but I just try to ignore them too.
Yeah, I feel like that's so hard for you to, like, go to school. School's already stressful on its own, and then, you know, having your peers say rude things to you, like, that's a very hard thing to go through as a 16-year-old.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sometimes I just want to drop out because I'm like, there's no point of being here. I'm going to have to drop out when the baby's born anyways, so.
Is that how you feel, that you're going to have to, or that you want to?
Well, if I keep the baby, I guess I would have to drop out because who's going to take care of it, you know? Both my parents work, so I couldn't just stay with them, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's something we can talk about if you are wanting to keep the baby, you know, finding some childcare. That way we can keep you in school, because we definitely want to get you to graduation,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even more if you've thought about college at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely that's my parents' plan for my life.
Your parents' plan.
Yeah.
What about your plan? Like, what do you plan to do after, let's say, high school graduation?
I really have no idea.
Not sure.
Never really thought about it.
Well, let's just get you to graduation. We'll definitely do that, and then we'll see more about that.
Okay.
All right, and I'm going to go ahead and ask you a little bit more about yourself.
Okay.
And I was just wondering, how do you self-identify ethnically?
Mexican American.
Okay. And is there any values within your family that, you know, you don't mind sharing with me about, like premarital sex, about teenage pregnancy, about, you know, any sort of things like that?
Definitely like not, I don't think like racially they don't. I mean, like, I guess you think of a lot of times that I would get pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
but like religiously, they're my parents are very religious,
Okay.
and so they are obviously against all those things.
And
So.
what about you? Do you practice any religion or anything like that?
I mean, I go with them because I have to,
Mm-hmm.
but no, I mean, I just, like, I feel like if you love someone, you can have sex with them,
Okay.
you know, and yeah, I didn't want to get pregnant, but it happened, so
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm not against it.
And how about your parents? Like, where do they work? Or do they have jobs?
My dad is a carpenter.
Okay.
He's like, I mean, he works at like a cabinet shop,
Mm-hmm.
but he works in the office. He doesn't like actually make them.
Okay.
He like designs them. And then my mom, she is a teacher, but not at this school.
Oh, okay.
No, or she probably would already know.
Mm-hmm. Do you currently have a job right now?
Well, I guess I babysit sometimes,
Okay.
but it's not like every weekend or anything.
How long have you been babysitting?
For about 2 years.
Okay. And do you feel like that's kind of preparing you in any way?
I don't know. I don't think I'm the best babysitter because I usually just let them watch TV and I just hang out with them. So
Mhm.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't ever babysit babies. I just babysit like older kids. So
Okay. Sometimes kids like that.
yeah.
All right. So did you like the doctor that you went to last week? Was that somebody you would like to continue to see, or would you like a different referral?
Well, I mean, I guess he seems smart, but
Mm.
he was kind of judgmental, I feel like.
Okay.
So I'd probably rather go to someone else if that was available.
Yeah, definitely.
But he was just the one person that I found that my parents didn't. It wasn't like my regular doctor because I hadn't told my parents. But I guess once I tell my parents, I should probably go to my regular doctor.
Okay. And would you like to, for now, see somebody that we can refer you to?
Yeah.
We can give you some options, and you can look at them and decide which one fits best for you. There's male and female, so whatever you're
Well, you said I
comfortable
didn't have to go back for about 2 or 3 weeks.
with. Okay.
So hopefully maybe I can talk to my parents by then,
Mhm.
and then I won't have to go back to him.
Okay. And have you thought about, you know, any ways that you can talk to your parents about this?
Well, I like the idea that you were saying where we could do it together.
Yeah.
That's what I would probably like the most. So I guess maybe we could just have a meeting or something. I mean, can you come to my house or do they have to come here?
It's whichever you're comfortable with.
Okay, well, it would probably be better at home.
Okay.
Like maybe you could come over and I could say, hey, this is what happened.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely, you know, figure that out. If that's what you're more comfortable with, then, you know, I'll give your parents a call and let them know who I am, that I work with the school, and, you know, the type of services we offer, and then I'll let them know that I would like to come and have a meeting with them, and, you know, you be there as well.
Yeah, that would probably be good. And maybe we can think of ways that we can actually talk about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Or say it so it's not such a blow, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. We can definitely discuss ways that it would be easier to ease to your parents.
Yeah. And
Not
do you think
just-
that my boyfriend should be there?
If you want him there, I think maybe for this first initial meeting, it should just be you and your family,
Mm-hmm.
and then have your boyfriend there another time. And if you would like me to go as well, again, I definitely will be there.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably be bad. They might want to kick him out.
We will definitely look into that.
Okay.
And I just wanted to talk to you about some resources that we offer here at the school. We kind of touched on them last time, but I wanted to let you know that there is group sessions and individual sessions like we're doing now. There are going to be parenting classes offered to you if you are wanting to keep the baby, but that's your decision whenever you get to there. And we offer pre-parenting classes so we can get you started if you would like now. And then there's also post-parenting classes that we can keep you in the classes until graduation. So as long as you are enrolled in the school, you can receive any of the services.
Okay.
We also offer grief counseling if you do decide abortion or adoption, because those are two other options that you have as well. And we may even want to look into some family counseling as well if your parents, you know, do not respond the way that you want them to.
Okay.
Would that be something you're interested in?
Yeah, maybe sometime in the future my boyfriend could come too and we could start talking.
Okay.
Just to get him on the same page, I guess.
That would be great. And are there any services that I didn't offer to you today that you feel that you may want or need in the near future?
I think right now I'm okay. I just think the biggest things are like talking with my parents and then just deciding what I'm going to do next. So I guess I can't really do anything until I decide what I'm going to do with the baby. So.
And that'll be something that you can, take not too long, but a little bit of time to decide. And like I said, if you have any questions, you can always ask me. You can call doctors. They're more medically inclined than I am to answer questions of those sorts.
Okay.
So next time we'll get some more in detail.
Okay.
But I appreciate you sharing what you shared with me today.
Thank you.
And I hope that you have a little ease of mind. And if you ever need to come back, feel free.
Okay, thank you.
And you have a great week.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye.